Hello, my name is Bill and welcome to Mind Your Crypto. Best trading series #1, combining stochastic RSI with 20-day and 50-day exponential moving average. Before we begin, do not forget to join our monthly subscription, link in the description box and in the comment section. Patreon/Mind Your Crypto. You will get easy profits trading 200 altcoins through an automated system with 200 altcoins. You will know exactly when to buy and exactly when to sell. You will also get personal guidance every day, a manual system with over 90% win ratio, educational videos to become expert in the technical analysis and hold your future in your hands, market updates, random giveaways, spine scripts for TradingView, and many other benefits. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. Let's go right now to Bitcoin. And what are we going to look is simply, it can work in every altcoin. Okay. Do not worry that we are on Bitcoin, can work into the Chainlink, into XTZ, into XRP, into whatever you like. But we are going now to simply see some very important details about the stochastic RSI, the 20-day and the 50-day EMA. First of all, we are going to see how can you find these indicators. Okay, if you just type on the indicators right here into the TradingView and go there and type EMA, or moving average, exponential, then you're going just to click in. And if you click in this one, you're going to see an EMA 90 close 0. You are then going into settings, and what you are changing is you're changing the length. This is the length days. You are putting up, first of all, the 20, all right, and secondly, the 50. And then you go into the style right here, and you can change whatever you want, the thickness of the line, or if you want, you can change the blue, the color, maybe you want it white or so. Okay, I'm going to close the 20 and the 50-day EMA because I already have one. I have the 20-day, okay, which is the yellow line, and the 50-day, which is the red line. We are now on the 4-hour frame. Okay, that means every candlestick contains 4 hours of price action. And what are we seeing right now is that for Bitcoin, we cannot go above the 20-day and the 50-day EMA. Is that a weakness? Yes, it is. But also, it might be a great buying opportunity. We are going now to see also the stochastic RSI. This is the stochastic RSI indicator. What the stochastic RSI is telling us is when an altcoin is going into an overbought situation or an oversold situation. When we have an overbought, the stochastic RSI should go above the 80. When we have an oversold, the stochastic RSI should go below the 20. When do we have an overbought? We have it when too many buyers have stepped in, and now we need sellers to step in pretty soon. So we expect a correction. When we have an oversold, we expect buyers to step in. So we should expect an increase to the price. We should expect the price to run higher. So, despite the fact that many people believe that, it is not true. And you should always combine technical analysis with the price analysis. Forget about what you knew. We should combine technical analysis with the price analysis. I'm going back to explain what this means. But first of all, let's see some very important things. When we have an uptrend, when we have an impulsive wave, and let's go back to illustrate what I mean, back, let's say, from July, when we had this outbreak, right? Here you can see we had an outbreak. That means the price went above the 50-day EMA, the red line, you can see that, right? Okay. So we went downwards, finding buying pressure upon the 20-day EMA, also had a cross between the 20-day and the 50-day EMA, so the 20-day EMA went above the 50-day EMA, and this was the first time that we said that yes, this is really a breakout, and we had also the plus 4% in just 4 hours to assume that Bitcoin would be going higher. And then of course, we had on August Bitcoin dropping down from the 50-day EMA. We had a very healthy correction going on 31st July. And we want to see, is this the time we are in right now the same as we were back at the start of August? No, but have this in your mind. When you are into an impulsive wave mode, the price is going down from the 50-day EMA, this red line right here, you have a great buying opportunity, rebuying entry. Okay, so whenever you're down from this line, then you have a great rebuying entry. That means that you should be buying here, you should be buying here as well, and of course all the way up into our top. And then we had, of course, the correction from 6 September. As you can see on a downtrend, we do not have the below 50-day exponential moving average as a great buying opportunity. Instead, when the price is going higher than the 20-day EMA and the 50-day EMA, and what I mean by that is the price, the candlestick go above this yellow and the red line, then we have a selling opportunity instead. This is on the 4-hour frame. It doesn't apply on the daily, it doesn't apply on the weekly, and we have other conditions right there. So this is one of the first things you should be knowing about the EMAs. And when we find resistance levels, just like now, this should mean that we have a great resistance level at the 50-day and the 20-day EMA, and we should be just a little bit careful. As we found a resistance, we might be having more correction, or if we break those levels right here on the short term, we might be having an uptrend. Now, how can we combine this stochastic RSI with the 20-day EMA, and how can we know when the price is going higher? First of all, let's talk a little bit about the stochastic RSI. Stochastic RSI is very sensitive to the price actions, unlike the other risk metrics. And what I mean by that is very simple. First of all, when we have an uptrend, you can see back then on 8 August, okay, we had just a small correction. And neither of the RSI went into an oversold, neither of the commodity channel index, only the stochastic RSI. That means whenever the price drops down a little, then the stochastic RSI moves very easily into an oversold situation. So how can we benefit from that, and what do we have? In this uptrend, neither of the other risk metrics was able to find this as a bottom. But if you were day trading, or you wanted to trade and you wanted to capitalize this swing high that we had this breakout, then what you should be doing is that from the time you saw an oversold situation with the stochastic RSI back then, at the same time you saw the 20-day EMA being the support level, then this was an immediately enter mode. However though, let's say that you were on the daily frame and you had a very huge risk. For example, let's say that you go back here, okay, and you have a very huge risk, okay, or you are going into the 3rd August and you have a great risk, just like we had back on 3rd July, just like we had back onto the 6th September. Then you should be seeing that we are getting daily bearish RSI divergences, and therefore it is not good to re-enter, and you should be careful on how much you spend. Price cannot go up forever. Forget about all the tweets that we're talking about 100,000 TRUSD Bitcoin for sure. Forget all of them. It is not happening. Anyway, we are going now to the 50-day exponential moving average, and we are thinking that we have the stochastic RSI in the middle, so we do not have now any oversold or any overbought. We have the 20-day EMA and the 50-day EMA as a resistance level. Is it good to buy now? Is it good to see that you have a great buying opportunity? No. And unfortunately, you can see the price analysis as well. And what I mean by that is when you go back here, you cannot decide to sell when the stochastic RSI is in an overbought when you have a breakout. But what you decide is how the price reacts when you have an overbought situation and how the price reacts when we have and go into an oversold with the stochastic RSI. You can see the price, it didn't go down. Instead, it moved sideways, and let me tell you something, it went even higher. This is clearly a very strong move, and it should be considered that we should be going even higher. If it didn't make that, then of course, and if we had a correction going on here down, that means the altcoin or Bitcoin does not have the strength yet to go even higher. Excuse me about the passion that I tried to pass on this video, but I am really into the crypto market and I cannot speak, silently or maybe even calmly. Okay, forget about it. Is not like I'm attacking you, but I'm just having so much passion over this. So right now, if we did that, then this would mean that we didn't have strength. And you are going and evaluating an altcoin or a crypto of what it does. Okay, is it having the stochastic RSI in an overbought and yet we are going higher? Then this means that the Bitcoin or the altcoin has a very good strength to move even higher. Is it going down into a near oversold, but the price is not moving downwards? Instead, it moves quickly higher. So for example, by the time we get into an oversold, it doesn't move downwards, but instead it keeps going higher. Then yes, you have a great buying entry. Do you have that in the daily frame as well? Are you in the same position on the daily frame? Let's go back here and see. So on the daily, we had this overbought from 22nd July to 24. And despite the fact that we had an overbought, we were just going higher and higher. Impulsive wave on the daily as well. And of course, on the daily frame, when you go there, you see that each candlestick contains 1 day of price action. So when you get this bullish cross on the 20-day EMA, you have the price above the 20-day EMA, impulsive wave, finds support on the 20-day EMA, goes even higher, bullish cross between the 20-day and the 50-day exponential moving average is very good. And then you get into a decision making that you are having a very high risk and you should expect a correction. Whether it is a crash right there, whether it is something else, you expect short positions. Of course, you cannot see the crash going on, but you expect it. Right now on the daily frame, why it is different? First of all, we do not have yet a bullish cross between the 20-day EMA and the 50-day EMA. We are correcting right now and we do not have the 20-day EMA being yet, at least for now, as a support level. We are going to see that though. And we had a selling opportunity once upon the time we were above the 50-day exponential moving average. Okay, so this means that until now at least, we do not have the strength we had back when we were on July, back when we were on September. You can see that bullish cross immediately, Bitcoin going higher. You can see that back then. Okay, but now we do not have anything like this. We are not yet so bullish, and therefore with the Fed meeting, anything can happen. Of course, the news play an important role in the crypto and the stock market and in general into the markets, but at the same time, if you manage to see the technical analysis, to learn price analysis, not to trade because you want to gamble, but because you know, then you minimize the risk to get yourself into a very high risk when you say that for now we are getting all the way down, while you think that the price there will be going higher and higher. You are just buying the top and then you sell at a low and then the price goes up. This is what people do because they do not have the patience needed. They buy at the top, they sell at the bottom. I'm just circling here, not because if it is the real bottom, I'm just giving a random circle. But anyway, you need to have patience. Stochastic RSI right now. How can you figure out that something is bullish? For example, here we had an oversold situation, and then you can see that Bitcoin is struggling. Despite having an oversold, it is struggling to go above the 20-day EMA and the 50-day EMA. This does not show a good strength. Okay, if we were though to go higher above the 50-day and the 20-day EMA, then all good. Then this is a reason to just go even higher. At the time being though, I am just telling you what I'm seeing, and what I'm seeing is that despite the fact that the stochastic RSI is going higher, Bitcoin is not going above the 50-day EMA and the 20-day EMA. Despite the fact that stochastic RSI is going into an overbought, you can see the price not getting back up to its feet. This shows that we do not have the strength yet, and therefore staying away from a trade is better. You do not want just to get every trade after every trade. Okay, so combining the 50-day EMA, 20-day EMA and the stochastic RSI can be very helpful, especially for short-term trades, as the stochastic RSI is very volatile and it is very sensitive to the price action due to its equation behind. I'm not going to talk about the maths behind the stochastic RSI because many people do not care. Honestly, of course I care about it, but many people do not. Anyway, I think that for now, for the time being, whenever you see that, you just have to stay away. Whenever you are seeing an overbought situation on the stochastic RSI but the price does not drop, then this is a perfect time to probably enter. Okay, so when you go to the daily frame and you see that, it is a perfect time. Back then, for example, you can see that despite the fact that we had an overbought here, we were going down and then we formed a green candlestick. This meant that this was a fake out of a rising wedge, a fake out to the downside, forming a small green candlestick. This was the step needed to form a real breakout, and the plus 11% was a very huge breakout at this moment, and at this date we are just waiting a little bit. On the time being, the Bitcoin reacted good into an overbought of the commodity channel index, but anyway, we are not going to see that. We are going to see the stochastic RSI, that right now you can see the stochastic RSI is dropping on the daily, price is also dropping as well. So you can say that you do not have the crazy strength, but at the same time you do not have the crazy weakness we had over these last few days. Because if I get you back here, you can see that when we had an overbought on the stochastic RSI, we were going sideways, and then when the price went down, and then we had this correction of minus 6%, showing that we are not strong yet. We are not strong to go against the overbought situation, to let the price go against the overbought situation and keep continuing. That's when you know that despite the fact that you have an overbought situation in the stochastic RSI, you do not have the strength needed to get even higher Bitcoin or any altcoin, just like it was back here on 1st December, overbought situation, getting resistance on the 20-day, 50-day, and then having the first minus 5%, which led to a more crash of a minus 8 and more. Okay, so right there, that's how you combine this. If you want to learn more technical analysis and you want to get easy profits, join our monthly subscription, Patreon/MindYourCrypto. You won't regret it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. See you soon with many more videos. Bye.